And what's good? Welcome in, everybody. Glad to have you guys back in on the stream once again tonight as we join this game in progress. Just finished up Kentucky against LSU with a wild finish there. 65-60, LSU picked up the victory. On to this game, we join in with 11:43 left to go in the first half, and Kansas up over Oklahoma State 18-13. A cram Woody. Brian, welcome to the stream, everyone. Yeah, it's going to be inbound off to Kansas. Jayhawks with the ball as they move it out to the left corner. Brown dribbles left baseline, floats it up over the top, and that's a two-handed throwdown. David McCormick throws it up for the alley-oop jam. Christian Brown's been huge this season, making an impact for Kansas. Oklahoma State now with the ball. Top of the key with Avery Anderson. They move it out into the hands to Rondo Walker, number 5. Over to Avery Anderson once again. 8 on the shot clock for Oklahoma State. Anderson takes a three-point shot, airballs it, and it sails out of bounds. Back to Kansas it goes with 11 minutes even. If you guys are new on the stream, make sure to hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe as we just joined back into progress here. Kansas up by 7 on the road at Oklahoma State. Kansas gets the inbound. Brown over to Remy Martin. Transfer from Arizona State. Gives it out to the right corner to Jalen Coleman. Lands. Another transfer from Iowa State. They push it out to the top. Lob inside, snatches it. McCormack backs his way. Jumper, turnaround, hits it. And that's good for 2 more. David McCormack back-to-back buckets coming from the timeout. One at the rim with an alley-oop jam, and right there he gets one for the turnaround. Mid-range goes down in the key. Yeah, I saw 18-6 Marquette was up the last time I checked it. Cross-court pass, 3, open, no good. Skipped around the rim and missed by Oklahoma State. Kansas out on the run themselves, driving right down the lane. Brown missed the layup, offensive rebound. McCormick pump fake underneath, takes it himself and scores. Kansas for 2 more. Number 33, a blur all over the court inside. Can't guard him. Can't defend him. David McCormack, great game coming out of the timeout. And now he's up to 6 points. 10:09 left to go in the first half, and Kansas out to a great start tonight. They lead 24-13. Yep, doesn't surprise me there. Vaughn's off to a bowl game. Let's see, first time checking Providence in quite a bit of time. Last time I saw they were down 18-6, make it 22-10. Still down by 12 at Marquette, and with about 11 minutes left to go in the first. Duke leading Georgia Tech 17-11. Arkansas up at the half over Vanderbilt 40-35. Colorado State's losing at home against Air Force 21-16. And Air Force is 8-4. Colorado State's coming off a lengthy pause. Yeah, wouldn't it be shocking if Colorado State does pull out a clunker here or there coming off a pause? So I remember last year when Kansas beat Baylor, coming off that pause because Baylor just was stone cold that game. Back to action, 10 minutes left to go before half. Oklahoma State down by 11, looking to get something. Pass inside the key, and it gets stolen away by Kansas. Here they go on the break. Christian Brown, Euro step, takes it down the lane. No good, but the follow is good, though, for the Jayhawks to make it a 13-point lead on the run. It is Jalen Wilson trying to see if they can get something back with him. Last year, he had a huge season. One of the most improved players in all of college basketball. From his first season to the second season last year, Christian Brown takes a 3, and he pops up and delivers that one. 29-15 Kansas. Brown has had a solid season. Kansas mostly about their backcourt right now. Their top 2 players have gone off this season. Ochai Agbaji, number 2 scorer behind Taz Sherman in the Big 12. He's looking like he's going to be on the first-team All-American list for Agbaji this season. And Christian Brown is also top 5 in the Big 12 in scoring, putting up over 17 points per game. McCormack gets it. Hook shot, no good. Gets his own rebound back. Triple team. Deflected, but into the hands to Wilson. Jumper. Off the back rim, misses, no good at the right baseline. Defensive rebound by Oklahoma State. Floats up a shot, no good. They're just playing hero ball right now, not even working it into their teammates' hands. Uncle Pizzle, what's good? Welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, I've got the comments right here. I don't know if people got the notification to this stream or not, because we only have 5 people watching, which the last game I covered had over 100. Brown moves the ball outside. Coleman lands, passes over to the top. Martin, deep range 3, got it blocked. Able to get it back was McCormack floating up a prayer, but off the front rim misses. Back to Oklahoma State. And they lost the handle, turned it over. Was Bryce Williams. So 8:04 left to play. Tough start tonight for the Cowboys. Steven on the stream, welcome in. Looking for the upset in this game. Just going to take a look at the Baylor-Oklahoma game when they wrapped up the last stream. Was in its final minute. Baylor pulled out the victory over Oklahoma 84-74. And Seton Hall starting to pull away against Butler. That score is 50-40. So a lot of games going on at the moment. We'll keep you guys posted. On the far side, this ball gets intercepted by Oklahoma State. Spin move, pass half court, driving, taking it the distance, and contact and no call. Offensive rebound and put back is good though. And that is Isaac Likely for the Cowboys. He has been huge past couple of seasons for Oklahoma State. Remy Martin. Skip past the right corner. Gives it over to Jalen Wilson. Mitch Lightfoot. Super senior. Back over to Wilson. Jumper no good. 18-footer off the back rim. Defensive rebound pull down for the Cowboys. Likely. Dribbles. Pump fake. Moves it out to the corner. Back outside. It's Rondell Walker. Over to Likely. Likely dumps it down inside the low post. Turnaround jumper. No good off the back rim. Tough shot right there. That's by Musa Cisse, transfer from Memphis. Sophomore for the Cowboys. A lot of players here are sophomores for Oklahoma State. 7 sophomores on the team. This is a young team. They move it around the perimeter for Kansas. Nice feed right there. Martin to the left corner. Swings it cross court. Wide open 3. It is Coleman lands and he cannot connect. Off the back rim, no good. The ball goes right back to Oklahoma State. Both of these teams have gone cold recently. 6:36 left to go. Likely moves it out around the perimeter. Avery Anderson gives it over to the top. Deep 3. It rains down. That goes in for the triple. Straight away from the top by Keelan Boone. 29-20 approaching the 6-minute mark before half. Kansas will take this up the court. It's Remy Martin. Swings it out to the top to Lightfoot. Gives it left corner back off to Lightfoot. Lightfoot moves it over to Agbaji. Dribbles towards his right. Takes the deep 2 jumper off the mark. No good. And rebound pulled down by Likely. And here goes the Cowboys. Likely into the lane. Got it altered by Lightfoot, and Lightfoot comes up with the basketball. And here goes Kansas right back. Agbaji dribbles, drives, down the lane inside, stuffed at the rim as it goes out of bounds. Musa Cisse records the block, defending Agbaji. And the clock will stop with 5:31. Media timeout on the floor. It will still stay Kansas basketball, but Kansas on a major scoring drought right now. Last 3 minutes and 41 seconds, they've yet to score for the Jayhawks. They are 0 for 9. Last 9 shot attempts for the floor. 29-20. Cowboys starting to work their way back into this one on their home court here in Stillwater. We'll be back after the timeout. All right, if you guys are new, hit that thumbs up, spike that like tonight. Thanks so much for joining in. And it's been fueled through their defenses right now. Kansas held a 37% shooting. Oklahoma State held to 30% at the moment. Ache Agbaji, 11 quick points in this game. It's basically been Agbaji and Christian Brown throughout the season, and right now it reflects it. 11 points for Agbaji, 6 by Brown. Off the bench, 6 by McCormick. Couple of scoreboard updates. Providence has gone on a 6-zip run since I last updated the score. Marquette leads 22-16. Duke leads Georgia Tech 19-14. With about 7 minutes left to go in the first. That's a big-time defensive game. Colorado State has taken the lead over Air Force 22-21. Memphis leads Tulsa 17-12 in Virginia. As that is a no there, Vaughn, but at least Vaughn will like this coming up. Virginia leading at Clemson tonight 30-24. That's a big game as far as early conference play in the ACC. Virginia's 2-1. I've not lost hope on Virginia. I think Virginia is going to make it to the tournament somehow, some way. Even though they're 8-5, they have some really bad losses on their schedule. I just think they're going to steal a bid. Last day in the ACC tournament, I've got a feeling about them. Most underrated face, one with a mask on, preferably an N95 that gets seen on TV all the time. And you're like, who is that guy? The one that you don't want to see. The one that leads by example for the world to see. What most people think. But he's the guy behind the TV screen. 5.5 left to go in the first. We get back to action. Lightfoot inbounds it over to Agbaji. Back over to DeJuan Harris, who turns the corner, floats it up off the back corner of the back rim, no good. And it goes back to Oklahoma State. The scoring drought continues of around 4 minutes for Kansas. Yeah, Providence going on a run there, man. Started finally click. Hopefully able to keep the run going. 5:10 left to go. They give it over to the top. Likely floats one up and hits it. Cowboys finding momentum. Good to see from Oklahoma State. I think this team could be back if they retain basically their whole team for next year. I think this team could be back in the tournament for Oklahoma State. They got this year, they won't be part of the tournament. They got the tournament ban for this year. Unfortunate for these kids, but they got on the team. It's actually 9 sophomores they have for Oklahoma State. So bright future. They have 0. Or yeah, they do have. I think they do have a freshman on the team, but they have 9 sophomores, 5 juniors, and 2 seniors. So I remember a few years ago, we were like, the year before Cade Cunningham came in, we were like, Oklahoma State's going to make the tournament coming up, and exactly what happened. And they were great last year. I remember they beat Baylor in the Big 12 tournament. Missed 3 at the top, no good. By Kansas. Kansas had an open look from the top and they could not connect. They're not a great perimeter shooting team this season for the Jayhawks, even though their guards have lighted up from the outside. Missed at the corner, no good for Oklahoma State. Brown makes the pass to Agbaji. Takes the 3, couldn't connect himself. He's shooting 46% from 3 this year. Rebound to the Cowboys. Pass ahead on the outside. 3-point shot launched and no good. Hit the front rim, missed by Rondo Walker. Tipped out of bounds. And it will be a personal foul over the back, the referees say, by Oklahoma State. So the clock will stop with 4:01 left to go. Oh, yeah, isn't she great there, Vaughn? Yeah, that girl's an absolute beauty there, I bet. Yeah, it seems fine. You guys get to see it on the PC screen, so that's all that matters. Under 4 minutes left to go, Kansas is on a huge scoring drought of over 5 minutes at this point. They pass it to the corner, gets deflected out of bounds, and we're going to have another media timeout. Once again, 3:46 left to go in the first. Kansas, same score, up by 7, 29-22. Nobody can just hit a shot right now. They've both have looks, opportunities given to them. And Kansas is one of the most experienced teams in all of college basketball. It's just they're missing something, I feel like, from this Kansas team that's going to prevent them from making it into the Final Four of the national championship, I feel like. Yersurf, welcome to the stream, man. And I think the big thing that they need to capitalize on is front court play. And that's what they're missing, because they've had some great guard play come out of Agbaji and Christian Brown. And then Remy Martin, who I thought would have the biggest impact on the team, is the number 3 scorer right now. I thought he would have had a huge season at Kansas, putting up like 15, 16 per game, playing at a higher defensive type of conference than what the Pac-12 is, but he's only scoring around 11 points per game this year for Remy Martin. And then the 2 top front court players are David McCormack and Mitch Lightfoot, which Lightfoot seems like he's been on Kansas in like forever. Gee. Wow, yeah, it shows Marquette is reeling. Marquette really needs one. And it's those types of games, like a team like that is, 32-18 Marquette, so they go on a huge run since the last time I saw. Colorado State up over Air Force 30-22. Memphis leading Tulsa 18-15. Virginia over Clemson 34-29. And Duke, Georgia Tech, this game is close. Duke leading 26-21 over Georgia Tech. And a game to keep an eye on, a couple of them right now. Seton Hall leading Butler only by 7, 54-47. And then Arkansas at the half leading Vanderbilt 40-35. I'm just going to take a look at that Providence-Marquette game, because if Marquette's not in foul trouble right now, Providence is in trouble. Because Providence's metrics offensively aren't that great. Their defensive metrics are pretty solid, but offensively they do struggle. And yeah, they're shooting 27% from the floor. They're not like a great 3-point team. I was stunned when I called them on Saturday, and they kept on shredding threes. So they've only picked up 3 fouls themselves, and Marquette's picked up 7. Okay, so they've put Marquette in foul trouble a little bit. That has given them bonus opportunities. It's 34-18. Because Providence goes to the free throw line a ton. Like, that's not a good sign that they're down, because they play slower tempo, and they do a lot of scoring runs that they're on. Like, they usually get out to a hot start. It usually doesn't end up being them trailing in the second half. What's good, Sydney? Welcome to stream. Yeah, I hope to do a couple playoff games. Inbound coming up for Kansas, 3:41 left to go. Talking about a team that is yet to score in like the past 6 minutes. That is Kansas right now. And they turn it over in the inbounds. Pass bobbled in the hands of Cisse. They get it back, though, at the left baseline by Likely. Bounce pass. Elevates for the J. It's good at the left elbow by Bryce Thompson to Oklahoma State. It's a 5-point game all of a sudden. 3:15 remaining before halftime. Kansas with a possession. At the top of the key, Remy Martin dribbles towards his right, gives it to the top of the free throw circle. Not a good look at all. Trying to follow up his missed shot and miss no good by McCormack. Rebound to the Cowboys. The shot selection Not so great right now for the Jayhawks. Left wing three. It rains, and that's good for the triple. Oklahoma State is back into the ball game. 29-27, 2:54 left to go. It is Keelan Boone from the outside with an assist credited to Isaac Likely. And what was once a double-digit lead by Kansas has fallen apart now to a one-possession, 2-point game. Largest lead of this game was 14 at 1 point by Kansas. They led 29-15. This is a 12-zip run by the Cowboys in the last 4.5 minutes. Kansas is on a 6-minute and 18-second scoring drought. They just can't find a shot. And that's my big concern for Kansas. When I looked over their lineup, I'm like, two guys going off this season for Kansas. They're a dangerous duo. But what happens when, say, Agbaji and Brown are both cold? Who do you turn to? You don't have anybody inside to turn to for Kansas. Everybody's scoring under 9 points per game inside the front court. And Mitch Lightfoot's your number 2 front court scorer for the Jayhawks. Jalen Wilson hasn't been able to get started this year. Last year, he was putting up double-doubles at a consistent rate. This year, he's nowhere to be found. DeJuan Harris moves it out to the top to Brown. They put the ball back into the hands of Harris. Give it out around the perimeter. Kansas knows that they have to be urgent now. Kick out right baseline. Swinging it over to the free throw circle. Back outside. Catch and fire 3. Remy Martin, no good. Hit the rim short. Offensive rebound, McCormick. Out to the left corner. 3 in the air. DeJuan Harris misses, no good. And this rim on the road at Stillwater is not friendly. Pushing tempo, Likely sneaks around, gets it blocked from behind by McCormack, and the ball goes back to Kansas. 2:05 left to go before halftime. Jalen Wilson, the ball handler, dribbles towards his left around the perimeter, moves it cross court to Brown. Brown with less than 2 minutes left to go before half. Drives, get that out of here. Huge rejection by Musa Cisse. Kansas has it back and he stepped out of bounds at the corner perimeter. Turnover by the Jayhawks. It will go right back over to the Cowboys. D. Wade, welcome back to the stream, man. What a game we have right now. Kansas was up by 14 points. They have not scored a single bucket in over 7.5 minutes. They are stone cold. Kansas shooting 23% from 3, 28% from the floor. 5 blocks tonight by Oklahoma State. 3 of those by Musa Cisse, transfer from Memphis. Right baseline dribble, and the Cowboys lost the handle with Thompson. Stolen away in the key by Lightfoot. They push it up the court. Left corner, catch and fire 3. Agbaji misses off the mark, no good. Achai Agbaji just 2 for 5 from 3-point range. Lob over the top, missed the transition opportunity, and it goes right back off to Kansas. Brown dumps it into the key. Harris back over to Brown. Brown turns the corner, bounce pass left wing. Over to the top it goes Wilson. Dumps it inside the Lightfoot. Lightfoot backs his way inside the low post, puts one up, no good. Hits the front rim. Everything going front rim for Kansas as we have 1 minute left to play. Imagine what it does to your team's confidence when you go into halftime with the lead, but knowing that you haven't got a single basket in almost 10 minutes. That's what Kansas is feeling like so far, and Oklahoma State will keep on chunking down clock to see if they can make this happen. Going to see if they can score a bucket, no chance to take a lead with a 3, chance to tie with a 2. They take a 2 and they hit it. It's good. Right elbow J goes down for OK State as they tie the game on a ridiculous 16-3 run that lasted on a span of over 7 minutes. Kansas has missed the last 18 shots they have attempted. Absolute mayhem here out in Oklahoma State. Kansas looking for something. Dump it down low. Lightfoot stripped it. A basketball goes out of bounds with 9.4. These guys cannot buy a bucket whatsoever. Inbound coming up for Kansas underneath. Going to have to draw a play up. DeJuan Harris inbounds it over to Brown. Pass over to Agbaji, almost stolen. Deep range three. No good off the back rim. Rebound Oklahoma State. 1 second left to go past half court. A three, it's taken late. And it goes into halftime with a game tied up at 29. And Kansas misses 19 straight shots in a row on a scoring drought of almost 10 minutes. Unbelievable. I have never seen anything like this. Just cannot hit a shot. And Oklahoma State, who isn't even tournament eligible for this season, has the chance to play spoiler right into the number 6 ranked team nationally. Insane. So if you're just joining in, Kansas is 0 for 19 in their last 19 shot attempts. This was a 29-15 game. And Oklahoma State finishes on a 14-0 run to tie things up. Crazy. Jayhawk, welcome to the stream, man. Appreciate it. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe, and ring that notification bell if you guys would like to be notified as well. Ochai Agbaji, 11 quick points. And then Christian Brown's got 6 by David McCormack. I took Kansas in this one. This is, right now, this game is shocking. Wow, Marquette is, holy smokes, 40-18. Marquette is owning Providence in the final minute before halftime. Duke leading Georgia Tech 30-23. Vanderbilt leading Arkansas 41-40. Clemson is up at halftime over Virginia now, 37-36. Yikes. 10 turnovers, ouch. What's good, William on the stream? Welcome in, man. Kansas shot the ball just 28% from the floor in that first half. Wow. Yeah, Jared Bynum's playing. I was looking to see if Jared Bynum was even playing tonight. If the turnovers were a problem of like point guard play, but no, he's got 3 assists so far. It's just a matter of turnovers and you can't buy a bucket. And also Marquette's red hot. Yeah, Justin Lewis has scored 11 for Marquette. Yeah, that's a tough one. Marquette just put themselves right back into the bracket. That game against Creighton could have gone either way. Marquette could have had their second victory tonight in conference play. Dave in the stream, welcome in. That was a really good game tonight. Make sure to vote on this one if you haven't already done so. Who do you got, Kansas or Oklahoma State? What a comeback by the Cowboys. Their defense just fueled everything. Musa Cisse, what a transfer get they got from Memphis. What's good, Matt? Welcome to the stream. It's been a shocking first half here. Looked like Kansas was going to just run away with this game. And that has not been the case. Shot so many shots from the perimeter, just kept on breaking them, and they had a lot of good looks too. Gee. Yeah, that's unfortunate right there. Oh, goodness. I wonder if they stayed out in the Midwest or if they came back to Providence and took the quick flight back to Marquette. Because, yeah, they just weren't ready tonight at all. Yeah, Kansas has only played 8 players so far. So it's just been their top 8 scores. Yeah, it would be a crazy comeback if that does happen. Providence not really known for their offense though. That's the thing. They've been more known to get out to huge first half leads and then blow the game open but still win. Like they've gone out by double digits against Seton Hall and UConn, but lost. Able to still win both of those. If they were playing like NBA level minutes, add another 8 minutes to the game, they'd probably lose both of those games. Yeah, that's. I heard TCU postponed games, and I I heard Kansas State had played today with only 7 players available. They must have not had enough to like meet the requirement for TCU. How it sounds. Wow. So okay. So the Big 12 looks like the Big 12 requires 6 healthy players to play a game. So they just had 7 players in the walk-on available tonight for Kansas State. They still went out and played the game against Texas. Yeah, Remy Martin was he was questionable entering this game and played. Wow, the Pac-12 keeps on canceling. Arizona State's having problems now. I just saw that they got a game postponed against UCLA. UCLA hasn't played in forever. They've only played 9 games total. Yet they're still right now top 5. Wow, that's crazy. He only had 8 players tonight as well. Gee. Yeah, like different teams are at different spots with this now, because the Celtics had it bad like around Christmas time. They had to start like picking up players on the waiver wire to play that Christmas game against the Bucks. And now they've had their players clear, because at first it was around the Northeast where it started, like right before Christmas. The Knicks, the Nets had trouble, and the last time when the Celtics played the Suns on New Year's Eve, it was the Suns who had trouble with, as they were short on players for that game. And still, like, especially the West Coast, they're having a lot of trouble still. USC and UCLA went on pause early, and they still have teams lately that's gone on pause. I think Fresno State just went on a pause recently. Yeah, looking at the replay of this Marquette-Providence game, you can just see Marquette wants it. They're up at half, 42-22 over Providence. And Colorado State leading Air Force 33-28. Colorado State coming off quite a bit of time off, as they had a pause as well. And now Duke starting to pull away, 35-23 over Georgia Tech at half. That Arkansas-Vanderbilt game, that's a close game. It's just concerning with the defense this season for Arkansas. Vanderbilt's projected to be bottom part of the conference, and it's only 3 points currently the difference. Wow, that's incredible, man. Trae Young, 56 points last night. Yeah, last game, Jaylen Brown had a 50-burger against the Magic on New Year's Day. Looks like Seton Hall is going to win against Butler, 69-56 Seton Hall in the final minute. Kofi Cockburn, monster performance tonight over Illinois, 29 points, 10 Kofi Cockburn for Illinois over Minnesota had a monster performance, 29 points, 10 rebounds by Cockburn. It was 76-53. Illinois won over Minnesota tonight. So right now we're just at halftime. Thanks so much all for voting in the poll. This is a pretty lopsided poll tonight. Kansas took the poll though, 88-12 over Oklahoma State. If you're new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Currently just at halftime at the moment. And that was a crazy game I covered right before this one, was the LSU-Kentucky game where LSU won by 5 over Kentucky. 65-60 the final. What's good, SG? Welcome on the stream once again, man. Just at half, currently getting ready to go back second half in a couple moments from now. Kansas was on an over 9-minute scoring drought before going into halftime. Just couldn't buy a bucket. Oklahoma State hasn't even attempted a free throw tonight. Yeah, this is going to be one of the most lopsided polls in quite a bit of time. I feel like the one I posted a few weeks ago with Duke and Virginia Tech was pretty lopsided. Kansas missed 20 straight shots entering halftime. I think last year I called a game that Houston was on a 12 and a half minute scoring drought for 12 and a half minute field goal drought in the game. They still won the game by double digits over Texas Tech, and the game was single digits at halftime, and Houston just kept on going to the free throw line, and they won the game that way. But they couldn't hit a shot in over 12 minutes. Wow, Stanford's not allowing fans to go to college basketball games. Well, it's good that they're not like anywhere close to being ranked right now for Stanford, but that's unfortunate. That's terrible. Yeah, the team that I'm announcing for, they said they won't have fans in the games until after January 28th. So the first two games I cover when I go back after the college break for them, both of those games have no fans in the stands. Off the cutter, and that is good for the layup. Oklahoma State takes the lead tonight for the first time. Kansas right to left in the court. They move it out to the left wing. Brown dumps it down low to Lightfoot. Lightfoot turnaround underneath at the rim. He finally gets one. And it's 31 all. So there goes the scoring drought. It evaporates in about 9.5 minutes. Oklahoma State has the ball. Likely turns the corner dribbles. Off the handoff. Swings it out to the right wing to Avery Anderson. Bounce pass, low post. Into the hands to Musa Cisse. Transfer from Memphis. So they will turn around, take a shot, and no good. There was contact, though, and Lightfoot the one who picks up the blocking foul. This will be free throws coming up for Oklahoma State. This is actually going to be Caleb Boone at the line, number 22. So he's shooting two. First one is good. And second one is good. Yeah, I know a lot of the colleges around where I am are requiring it. Under 19 minutes left to play. Kansas at the right wing perimeter. Brown moves out to the top. Nice feed right there. Martin over to a cutter. And that is good for the backdoor alley-oop jam. It's Achai Agbaji going backdoor for two. All the guards get involved. That's the strong suit for Kansas. At the left baseline. Bounce pass to the left block. Double teamed is Caleb Boone. Dumps it out underneath. Oklahoma State will get the bucket, cutting to the hoop. It's good for two. Count it and one. Matthew Alexander Moncrief, as he puts up the Cowboys once again by 2 points. Chance to put themselves on top by 3. Free throw, and he hits it. So Oklahoma State starting to go to the free throw line, and they're a perfect 3 for 3 in the second half. Did not attempt a single free throw in the first half. Kansas down by 3 now. Tawan Harris puts the ball into the hands of Brown in the perimeter. They move it out to the top. Martin swings it out left corner Turns the corner, bounce past the Lightfoot, and he couldn't corral it. Inside the low post and turns it over. It goes right back to the Cowboys with 18-16 on the clock. Had a great setup feed. Martin over to Lightfoot. That's on Lightfoot right there. He had a opportunity to, with the pass led in by Remy Martin, for him to just go and snag it and lay it up and in with a clear pathway. Cowboys with a possession. Top of the key, Alexander Moncrief. Slides it out left wing to Williams. Bryce Williams dribbles free throw circle. Puts it back outside to Likely. Left baseline dribble off of a double team. Moves it out to the top. Catch and fire three. No good straightaway. Missed by Bryce Williams. Around the rim and out. Rebound back to the Jayhawks. Martin pushing it. Swinging it. Right corner three. That's good. Juwan Harris hits it. 36 all. Nice find right there by Remy Martin. He's got himself assist number 3 tonight. Cowboys with possession. 17.5 left to go in the second. Bryce Thompson at the left wing perimeter. Bounce pass, left baseline. It's into the hands to Caleb Boone. Backs his way in McCormack. Inside the low post. Boone puts one up off the back rim. Missed by Caleb, and it goes right back to Kansas. Brown takes it to the top. Gives it over to Martin. Entry pass inside. McCormack snatches it right at the hoop. Puts one up and no good off the backboard. He misses. Couldn't get it. And no call through the contact. Oklahoma State comes up with a rebound. Spin move. Likely. Moves it to the top of the free throw circle. Deep 2 jumper taken, and they miss it off the mark. No good by Caleb Boone. Back to Kansas. Harry, welcome to stream, man. Packers Titans. I will say no for my prediction. I've got the Bucks and the Bills for my prediction for Super Bowl. Even though I think Tennessee can make it right to the AFC Championship. A lot of people have wrote off Tennessee. I think Derrick Henry's supposed to be coming back too. $16.5 remaining. Cowboys have the possession. Tie game at 36. Right baseline dribble, jumper, deep 2 shot, rolls around the rim and out. Offensive rebound. Cisse will draw the foul. And it's 2 shots coming up at the free throw line. McCormack picks up the blocking foul for Kansas. Moussa Cisse, freshman of the year in the American, played for Memphis last season, and he missed the first free throw. Second shot is good. $16.5 left to play. Kansas down by 1 as they have the ball. Martin, top of the key towards his right. Martin dribbles, drives, bounce pass into the wrong hands, turnover. Martin gets it back though. Jumper, spots up and hits it. Heads up play. He redeems himself off the missed pass to the left baseline, and Remy Martin, sniper, takes it away and spots up and gets it for 2. Under 16 minutes left to go. Oklahoma State with the ball. They moved out to the top of the key. Giving it to the right elbow. Back outside once again. It's Avery Anderson who has possession. Defended by Martin. Anderson dribbles up through traffic. Swings it out left corner, left wing. 3 in the air. Money. That is good. Bryce Williams sinks down the triple for the Cowboys. What a game tonight for Oklahoma State. Bounce pass in traffic, and Kansas turns it over. Pushing tempo, burst of speed. Here he goes driving. Bryce Williams cashing it, and he got fouled before the bucket. Missed the first one. The tip-in was good, but they're going to say Kansas reach and fall before the second shot went in. Looked like he had an opportunity to put it off the glass and score before that. Clock will stop. 40-38 to score. 15:25 left to play in the second half, and Oklahoma State has the lead as we'll head to the media timeout. That'll be a no there, Vaughn. Yeah, I heard the fifth one might be a tough one there. That one they might call the Rocket. The Rocket Booster might be the name of the fifth one. $40-38. So we take the timeout, and Oklahoma State starting to get to the basket and draw free throws. They've got 9 different scores tonight. Is behind the Eric fan the only one who watches cricket? Probably, because in the U.S. it's not televised where I am. I know Vaughn watches some odd sports, but not sure if it's more South Korea type of sports. I do know someone that's big into Indian sports and big into computers as well, and likes fixing specific computers. Yeah, we don't have cricket televised where I am. What's good, Nick, on the stream? Welcome in. Great game tonight between these two teams. Oklahoma State was down by 14 points at one point in the first half, and they came all the way back. They tied it up going into halftime. Barco, welcome to the stream. Oh, wow. Interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I'd like to see if I can get some of those videos on the computer sometime, watch some highlights about it, because we don't have anything televised, I don't think, over here. Just a couple scores before we do come back. Marquette leading Providence 50-34. Colorado State leading Air Force 48-41. Duke up in the second half 36-25 over Georgia Tech, and Arkansas is losing at home against Vanderbilt 61-57. Vandy with under 7 minutes left to play. We head back after the timeout. Kansas down by 2 as they have the basketball. Approaching 15 minutes left to go. Passing left corner, Christian Brown. They move it over to McCormack, and I believe Brown stepped out of bounds. There was somebody that was getting up and moving as the camera was blocked when the official stopped the time on the court. And it was a turnover by Brown. His foot was on the back line in the corner. Top of the key, pump fake by Keelan Boone. He'll take the three. Off the mark, no good. Defensive rebound pulled down by McCormack of Kansas. Jayhawks have the ball. DeJuan Harris bounce pass to the top. McCormack moves it over right corner to Agbaji. Turns the corner, dribbles, kick out left wing to left corner over to DeJuan Harris. Drives down the lane, floats up a runner, gets it. It's even at 40. What a game tonight here, everybody. 40 all. If you're just joining us, Kansas missed their last 20 shots from the floor to go scoreless for over 9 minutes remaining before halftime. Oklahoma State was down by 14, and they trailed it up at 29 going into the half. Right corner three off the steal. Sinks through for the triple by the number 2 scoring a Big 12. That is Achai Agbaji. What's good, my man John on the stream here? So welcome in, my man from Off the Wall Hockey. If you guys enjoy NHL content, check him out Off the Wall Hockey does some fire play-by-play streams for NHL. Recorded content as well. Hope all is going well there, man. Glad to have you back in. What a game we have. 13:45 left to go. Turnaround jumper to Key. That is good for the Cowboys. They pull 1-1. Hand in the face and knocking it down was Bryce Thompson. Brown off the feed, and he delivers. That's good at the right wing. Right back. Kansas starting to have their threes fall. So for them, the looks just weren't there in the second portion of the first half, and finally getting stuff to go. DeJuan Harris has been huge past couple possessions, leading in with the passing. Yeah, just really sad there, Harry. So unfortunate about the passing of those two lately. Hopefully this will be a better year coming up. Bounce pass underneath with a turnaround by Cisse, drawing contact from McCormack, and it's going to send Cisse to the line shooting 2. Yeah, they definitely do. Oklahoma State's not tournament eligible though, as they had to serve their tournament ban this year. But for Oklahoma State, they have a couple of head-scratching losses. One of them was a home game against Oakland that they lost. They lost against Wichita State, who just got destroyed on Saturday against Memphis. They lost against Xavier, who has been hovering around the top 25 all season. And then their last game, that was a good game for preparation. They played Houston in their last game on neutral court, and they lost by 11 at Houston. Second shot's good. First one was a miss by Cisse. As we have 13 minutes left to play. Kansas has it. Up the court, DeJuan Harris. Pushes it out to the top. McCormack lost the handle, gets it back. Backs his way in the post. Puts it over to the top of the key. Coleman lands. Moves it outside of Jalen Wilson. Dumps it off down low in the paint. Puts up a shot and hits it. Good for 2 more. It is David McCormack who scores. And McCormack's up to 8 points. 12 rebounds, searching for that double-double next time he gets a bucket. Inside the low post, Cisse, hook shot. No good off the back rim. Christian Brown soars up with a defensive rebound. Pass ahead. Harris will slow it down for Kansas. Brown, crossover. Gives it out to the top. Wilson, not much going on this season for him. He can change it, though. Looking for a better second half of the year. He was suspended first 4 games due to DUI. He was putting up some big numbers last year, consistent double-double factor. And then Brown draws contact, so it's going to send Christian Brown shooting 2 to the line. Wow, Colorado State tied up against Air Force. Yeah, Colorado State's coming off a long pause. I don't think they played a single game in over the last 2 weeks. So this is the second stream tonight. Really good game between these two teams. And then the other one I covered last was crazy. Kentucky was up, then they trailed, and then LSU pulled out the victory 65-60. Yeah, Providence is getting hammered tonight against Marquette. The thing for Providence is that their start has been incredible, how they started out the season. But exactly what I talked about going into the pregame against DePaul is that they played against a bunch of teams that's shorthanded. That they've been one of the luckiest teams in all of college basketball. And then now they've played against a team that's at full strength, and now it's catching up to them. Second shot good. At the line for the Jayhawks, puts them up by 7. They're 8 for 9 in the second half shooting after a slow start. Left baseline dribble by the Cowboys. And they draw contact underneath the hoop. They're going to say it's a reach-in before. Okay, so non-shooting foul, reach-in foul picked up by Kansas. That's their 6th as a team in the second half. Inbound goes out to the top. This is the Caleb Boone. Hands it over to Likely. Likely moves the ball top of the free throw circle. Jumper, no good. Around the rim and out by Thompson. And defensive rebound pulled down by Jalen Wilson. Kansas has it. Under 12 minutes left to play. Cross-court find. DeJuan Harris into the hands to Coleman lands. Out to the top once again, Harris. They give it out to the right corner. Crossover. Wilson defended at the right elbow, pushing it around the perimeter. Coleman lands. Jumper. He's got space. Sinks the three. That's good. Red hot sizzling. Kansas out to a 10-point lead on the 7-zip run. And the timeout will be taken by the Cowboys. 11:21 left to play. On the road, Kansas starting to feel it right now. Yeah, a good while it lasted. Marquette just put themselves back in the bracket with that game. Marquette had played a tight game in overtime, and they're proving that they're not cooked just yet. They're coming off a game that they actually double overtime. They lost in double overtime against Creighton. And for them to come out like this, those are like trap games when you're playing a team that's reeling, that hasn't won a single conference game, that starts out 0-3. That then they realize, they're like, yikes, we're at the very bottom of the conference. We have to win games. And they do that today against the top 25 team. Oh, yeah, definitely for sure right there, Barco. And the race indeed is on the 69. Slot King, welcome to stream. Brandon, welcome in. Yeah, I remember WWE with The Undertaker. I remember Ricky Guerrero. This had to be like when I was like in 3rd, 4th grade when I used to watch WWE. That was when they put it on it used to be the UPN that they put it on for a TV channel. That was before they transferred over to the CW. But they put the WWE matches on there. And rip to Eddie Guerrero, because he was a fantastic wrestler. Trying to find out what his favorite move was again. It was something that did with a number. I feel like that. His signature move. Trying to see if I can find it. I feel like it was something with a number. For a wrestling move that he did. Let's see what else we got right now going on for scores. Vanderbilt's leading Arkansas 65-62 with under 4 minutes left to play. Duke and Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech just won't go away just yet. 40-22 Duke. Still under 15 minutes left. Marquette shredding Providence 61-33. Colorado State up by 4 over Air Force 54-50. And then Virginia back and forth against Clemson. Virginia leads 52-50. Memphis beating Tulsa 44-28. So we get back into action. Oklahoma State, quick response with a bucket that they will count, and Isaac Likely will shoot one at the free throw line. Hey, there we go, Brandon. That's awesome, man. Congrats there. And we're going to head to the media timeout before we get to the free throw. So media timeout taken, 11:10 left to go. Kansas has made their last 6 shots off from the floor. I hope to be back tomorrow night. It's going to be NBA tomorrow night, I believe. Warriors against Mavs for tomorrow night's game. So Oklahoma State still keeping this a close game as we head right back into the timeout currently. Kansas has gone red hot, though, at this point. Last 6 shots they have all made. I think Clay is coming back at a later date. So, yeah, tomorrow's game's on the road for Golden State. I think they wanted him to return at home. Yeah, so it's at Dallas tomorrow. I think it's going to be the 9th. It looks like. Here we go. Targeted return date revealed. This is according to Clutch Points. Okay, Sunday against the Cavs is a home game. So it's going to be the 9th that Clay comes back. So this is an article from yesterday. And that's an article through Clutch Points that has it as, yeah. So it has the article through Clutch Points refers to Sunday on the 9th. Let's see. I'm going to dig into this tweet by Woj because I think he's basically, yeah. Okay, so Woj even tweeted it out. So let's see here. So there's optimism. Woj tweets out, Golden State's guard Klay Thompson will make his return versus the Cleveland Cavaliers on Sunday. Sources tell ESPN final decision expected once the Warriors return from a 2-game trip on Friday. So it looks like right there it's going to be on Sunday coming up. Could be his return, most likely for Klay Thompson. I think so. The three amigos there for the signature move. Probably what I was thinking. So we head back to action. 11 minutes left to go. Missed free throw. No good by Isaac Likely of Oklahoma State. Goes right back to Kansas with a defensive board. Jayhawks have it towards the right around the perimeter. Brown dribbles up, flings it cross court. Coleman lands, catching fire, 3, hits it. And this team could not miss here in the second half. A tale of 2 separate halves here for the Kansas Jayhawks. Second portion of the first half, they could not make a shot. They went on over a 9-minute scoring drought. And here they are, perfect 7 for 7 on their last 7 shooting. Missed shot off the front rim, rebound back to Kansas. 10:30 left to play. They will slow down the ball. DeJuan Harris at the right wing. Gives it out to Brown at the top towards his left. Hands it over to Coleman. Lands, passes to the corner. Intercepted though. It goes back to the Cowboys. Dribbling up the court. Woody Newton goes coast to coast and lays it in for 2. They put number 24 in the game and he answers, that is what you can do. With me on the floor right there as he takes it the distance. Cross-court find over to Brown. Moves it back cross-court right wing to DeJuan Harris. Over to the right corner to Jalen Wilson. Wilson pump fake right elbow. Moves it outside to Brown. Brown crossover. 1 defender. Puts it into the hands to the left corner. Harris towards his right 7 on the shot clock. Harris swings it. Skip pass. Pump fake. Jumper. Right baseline J. No good. Around the rim and out. Missed by Coleman. Lands offensive rebound opportunity in the strength of David McCormack to put it up and through. Good for 2. Count it. And 1 coming up at the free throw line. McCormack off the offensive rebound. He corrals it off of a double team and fouled from behind through contact committed by Caleb Boone. Yeah, they got a lot of players there for the future for Detroit. Just limited NBA experience, and now you throw them into the fire, and they're starting to get some for the future. So, yeah, Sadiq Bey has looked really good lately. 9:35 left to go. Free throw is good by Kansas, so they extend it up by 12. If they can get Jalen Wilson in order, this team can be dangerous for Kansas. They're just missing that type of big-time scoring threat inside the front court. Wilson just 1 for 6 today. He missed the first 4 games of the season. Jab step at the left corner perimeter. Spin move back outside for Oklahoma State. They have the basketball. Entry pass down low. Likely. Dump off underneath the hoop. Nice extra feed on Musa Cisse. And he slams it down with a two-handed flush. Quick pass ahead. Brown missed a wraparound layup. Goes right back to the Cowboys. Euro step down the lane. Likely couldn't finish but got fouled by Brown. And this will be 2 coming up at the line for Isaac Likely. Clock will stop with 8:54 left to go. Wow, Seattle Kraken fans saved the Canucks equipment manager's life. I actually didn't hear that. Wrote a message on the phone saying that a mole in his back could potentially become cancer. Wow. So, the man went, got it checked. Doctor confirmed type 2 melanoma. Wow. Man, talk about inspiration right there. Saving somebody's life. Wow. How in the world did that person spot that? As they're showing the Pistons right now, rookie Cade Cunningham, 15-6-3 in his rookie season for Motorcade. Both shots are good at the line for Oklahoma State. 8-point game. Hanging in there. Musa Cisse able to connect on both of them. That's incredible. She got a 10K from medical school. That's awesome. DeJuan Harris floats it up over the top, and McCormack gets fouled. So David McCormack will shoot 2 at the line. Cisse, the one who picks up the blocking foul. 8:33 left to go. Dennis, welcome back to the stream, man. Yeah, same here, Slot King. I could see it coming soon. I just didn't think that they would just have like Pittsburgh left hanging with like question marks all around their like next quarterback situation. Like there's no plan now who's going to be the quarterback behind Big Ben. And as far as the upcoming draft, there's not much going on as far as this draft for quarterbacks. Kansas with both of the free throws going through by McCormack. He's got a double-double tonight, 13 points, 14 rebounds. Oklahoma State has the ball. Likely gives it out to the left wing, shooting a 3 that's well short. Offensive rebound, putback opportunity is high arcing off the glass and able to get it. Eight minutes left to go. A turnover by Jalen Wilson on the outside. And then tracked down. It goes out of bounds by Oklahoma State. They had a 4-on-1 fast break. And couldn't convert. And the fans can't even believe it. These fans can't even believe it. The referee's going to meet about who last touched this basketball right at midcourt. Looking at the arena today, there's a lot of empty seats at Oklahoma State's arena. Especially on the upper row. All the courtside seats are taken, but upper row seats there's plenty of empty seats out there. And they will give Kansas the basketball. So the call has been confirmed on the court. This is Kansas possession. Jalen Wilson, top of the free throw circle. Bounce pass to McCormack. McCormack, right block jumper. Hits it over Cisse for 2 more. He's having a fantastic night. David McCormack, up to 15 points, 14 rebounds in the game, 6 for 11 shooting. 7.5 left to go. Likely drives into the paint. On the Wilson, and gives it over down the lane. Nice layup, cutting right behind the defense. And able to score. It is Woody Newton who gets the bucket for Oklahoma State. Kansas has it the left corner. Agbaji, pump fake, takes the 3-point shot. And no good off the mark. Defensive rebound pulled down by Likely. Likely with a double-double. He has been the big name today for Oklahoma State. Top scorer, top rebounder of 14 points, 12 rebounds. Likely Also with 3 assists as he's got the ball. Under 7 left to go. Dribbles up. Backs his way into the paint. Jumper over Coleman. Lands. Stood still at the back rim. Goes out. Deflected to the corner out of bounds. And it will be a media timeout taken. I think it's going to be Kansas basketball coming up. We'll see where they put this possession coming up on the court. But right now, Kansas by 8, 63-55 the score. 6:47 left to go as we're getting close to the home stretch in this game. T.O. Wouldn't that be something? Just unfortunate there for Antonio Brown. You have everything given to you, and you have Tom Brady pleading to have you come join the Bucs. And just unfortunate that he left all his teammates down. He left Tom Brady down. Just so unfortunate. He's had everything just given to him for Antonio Brown. Just have to be able to go out there and make it work. Just so much talent just lets it all to waste due to stupidity. It's too bad. Of course, Antonio Brown is gonna do this stuff. But he needs to undergo a mental health evaluation. Yeah. Yeah, because it's basically the Bucs are Tom Brady's team. Because he's the one that called over for AB to join the team. Like, everything that everyone did for that man. Tom Brady even had him sleep over in his house and give him a room. Do I think he'll get another contract? I do think so. I think so. I think there's teams out there that's willing to take the risk to see where this goes. I think there's teams that a lot of teams are probably going to back out, but you take a big risk with signing this man, but somebody's going to do it. It wouldn't shock me if the Raiders do it. Even though he didn't play any games the first time with the Raiders. I mean, they've taken risks with multiple players, and things haven't gone so well lately. Yeah, he needs to get checked out for CTE. It's unfortunate. We're back to action. 6.5 left to go. I've got a couple links here. I'm going to see if I can open this up during the next timeout, see what teams are interested, dig into those articles. As Kansas has the lead by 8. Oklahoma State off the rebound, puts one up and scores at the right block. It's likely. 6 minutes left to play. Anybody's ball game right now. Kansas with a possession. Wilson slides it over to Brown to the right corner to Abaji. Dumps it down, right block to McCormack. Backs his way. Swings a nice feed to Remy Martin. Launches a 3. Off the mark, no good. McCormack with a huge defensive rebound. He has been massive tonight. Over to Brown. Brown dribbles, drives with the right hand. Finishes up and in off the backboard. That's good. Christian Brown off to a tremendous season. Season high 17 points per game entering tonight for Brown. He's got 13 tonight. And a double-double performance by David McCormack. He came off the bench in this game. He scored 15 points and 15 rebounds he has at the moment. 6 for 12 from the floor. Ochai Agbaji just got called for the reaching. And that's going to be his 4th personal foul. And Oklahoma State's in the bonus. 5:33 left to go. Likely, first free throw, he misses it. Missed the front end of a 1-and-1. Kansas gets the ball back. They will slow it down. Agbaji out of the game. DeJuan Harris with the ball. Harris moves it outside. Wilson towards his left. Gives it over to Martin. Back out to Harris. Harris over to Martin once again. 10 on the shot clock. Martin. Pump fake. Dribbles up. Bounce pass. Wilson. Lightfoot. Brown. Pump fake. Dribbles up. 3 in the shot clock. Now inside the key. Floats one up and in off the glass. Christian Brown up to 15. Tremendous season in his 3rd year for the Jayhawks. Under 5 minutes left to go. Oklahoma State moves it over. 3-point shot taken straight away. Missed off the back rim, no good by Woody Newton. And Kansas picks up the defensive rebounds. And they will keep on slowing down clock. Lightfoot gives it outside around the perimeter. Remy Martin, step back 3 in the air. Dagger 3 right there. It sinks through for the triple. Remy Martin, transfer from Arizona State, the top scorer last season in the Pac-12, and he's got a big-time shot. They're going to count it as a 2. His foot was on the line, actually. So deep 2, Kansas by 12. 4:10 left to play. Oklahoma State with the ball. They move it all around the perimeter. Crossover, likely lost the handle, gets it back. Tough shot on the fall away, contested by Wilson, and picked up on a rebound. Diving forward was Lightfoot, who collects it. Less than 4 minutes left to go, and once again, Kansas will take off time. Wasn't easy tonight for the Jayhawks, but able to do it as they are nearing it right now. Less than 4 minutes left remaining. Brown passes outside, launching a deep 3, and that is a 3 that time by Remy Martin. He starts to get red hot with under 5 left to play. Timeout taken by Oklahoma State. 3:35 remaining. And this is the largest lead currently in the game. Nine-zip run by Kansas. A tale of 2 different halves tonight. And Oklahoma State's in a scoring drought now. Something that Kansas suffered for over 9 minutes before halftime. It's now, the tables have turned on the other side. And Kansas can score points rather quickly. They've got a tremendous trio of guards. They can go extremely far in the tournament. They already have 2 players going off this season. It's been Agbaji and Brown. Agbaji's on the bench with 4 fouls. Christian Brown stepping up in a huge way tonight. He's got 15. Agbaji with 16. And then 15 off the bench by McCormack. He's got 15 rebounds. 12 rebounds by Jalen Wilson. Kansas on the glass is plus 11, 45-34. Isaac Likely, the only one to score in double figures for both points and rebounds. He's got 16 and 12 tonight for Oklahoma State. Yeah, a lot of the players for Kansas, they continue throughout their career. For most players at Kansas, they spend the 4 years, and that's probably going to be Christian Brown. I can picture him staying for next year, and they're loaded with seniors. They got 7 seniors in their team, and Lightfoot's actually a super senior. Jalen Wilson, great game on the glass tonight, 12 rebounds. But if they can get him back in order, because last year he was great. He was one of the most improved players in all of college basketball last year for Jalen Wilson. And this year he's yet to find his shot so far. He's only scoring around 6 points per game. Another underwhelming game offensively for Jalen Wilson, just 2 points, 1 for 6 shooting. Marquette's destroying Providence, 75-49. Other than that, nothing much going else out for upsets in the bag. I'm going to check out on that. Wow. Vanderbilt has won over Arkansas. Scottie Pippen Jr., 23 points. Vanderbilt wins at Arkansas 75-74. Gee. The defense has been a major issue for Arkansas. It doesn't look like they're going to be close to the tournament right now. Losing against Vanderbilt, projected at the very bottom of the conference, and then they had lost against Hofstra a few weeks ago. So we get back to action. Oklahoma State, off a quick inbound, able to get a bucket and they score. They count it and one. This will be a shot coming up at the free throw line by Cisse. They're going to tack on another shot, and it's good. So 72-61. 3:20 left to play, and Kansas gave the ball away. Oklahoma State comes up with a steal, drives, and they score. That's a quick turnaround. Back to this, it's a 9-point game, just like that. Avery Anderson off of a poor inbound pass by Kansas. And Oklahoma State just won't go away. Another timeout taken. Agbaji just off the inbound looking for Brown, and it was deflected to the perimeter. Right into the hands of Anderson. So that's a 6-0 run by Oklahoma State. This is unheard of in the last 8 seconds. Staying right in this game. Tonight they forced 10 steals, and that's something that they've thrived upon all season long for Oklahoma State. And once again, they're providing pressure in the inbound. Kansas trapped in the corner. That's a dangerous one as they're able to get it past half court, though, to Martin. Kansas will slow it down, approaching 3 minutes left to go. Brown had a knock loose from behind them, and the referees point in Oklahoma State's direction. It's another turnover by the Jayhawks. Make it the 14th turnover of the game by Kansas there. What a swing of things, and Oklahoma State has a chance to get another bucket here to keep this run alive. Less than 3 minutes left to play. They're double teamed in the corner. They move it out to the left wing. Left corner, catch and fire three. No good off the back rim. Rebound collected by Brown to Kansas. Pass deflected in the backcourt. Ripped away. Martin, lucky he's able to save it for the Jayhawks. That was almost stolen again by the Cowboys. Brown, oh man. No look, alley-oop jam. What a pass by Christian Brown. Up on the rooftop there to David McCormack, and he throws it down for the two-handed alley-oop jam. That was a beautiful feed right there by Brown. Oklahoma State lost the handle at the wing of the perimeter. It's a turnover by Bryce Thompson. And Kansas will take it up the court, and Juwan Harris did not like the pressure that he was seeing, so he calls a timeout. I think they're going to show the replay of that right there. Christian Brown just takes up the court, bursts of speed, and lobs it right over the top of the defense to McCormack. That was nice. Eyes ahead to set up McCormack behind the D. Josh Giddey lighting it up. Good for him, man. I heard he was the youngest one to a triple-double. 2:13 left to play. Timeout taken on the court. Kansas by 11. Kansas with 10 fouls as a team in the second half. Oklahoma State with just 3. Inbounds at midcourt, and Kansas lost the basketball, turning it over again. 15th time tonight. So inbound for Oklahoma State, approaching the 2-minute mark left to play. Inside the key, no good. Stripped it up and looking for the call. Couldn't get one. Was Bryce Williams. Pass deflected into the hands of Brown. A lot of pressure in the backcourt. Brown picks it up. Gives it over to Igbaji. Brown once again pressured and fouled from behind. And Oklahoma State has plenty of fouls to give, so they will give one. That's their 4th in the second half. Clock will stop with 1:49. They've been working well with the pressure. If they started out sooner with this full court pressure, they could have a chance today. Kansas hasn't handled it well within the past 2-3 minutes. Brown gives it outside to DeJuan Harris. Back out to Brown. Brown at the top of the key towards his left. Hands it over to Remy Martin. 8 in the shot clock. 1:35 left to go. Martin, step back 3 in the air. No good off the mark. Tipped up and a rebound foul. Wilson battling for the rebound with Avery Anderson, and Anderson is the one who gets called for the foul. So 1:32 left to play. Kansas gets the ball coming back on the inbound. Inbound to Wilson. Swiped away from his hands. Cisse tried to redirect it back out of bounds off of Wilson, but couldn't. It was Cisse who stepped out of bounds down the near side first. Inbound coming up once again for Kansas. Igbaji puts it all the way into the backcourt. That helps out Kansas because they want to take time off the clock. Wilson is double teamed. Wilson looks to pass it, moves it to Igbaji. He's got a wide open man at the left wing. They do. They give it to Martin. Left baseline Gemma. Martin bursts of speed, and he lost the handle. Nobody there in the right corner. Plenty of time on the shot clock, and Remy Martin just sees a ghost and now takes a seat on the bench where he just passed the basketball. He was driving a head full of steam, left baseline to the bucket, and just swung it out on one pass to the right corner. Nobody there. 1:10 remaining. Oklahoma State with a possession. Approaching the final minute. Crossover. Give off inside. Jumper off the glass. No good. Snatched away. Christian Brown with a defensive rebound. Brown pressured in the backcourt. DeJuan Harris able to snag it past half court on the ground with it. He turns it over. Kansas won multiple turnovers in this game. That is number 17. Kansas gets it back, though, as they pickpocket it right prior to midcourt. A lot of turnovers tonight. 28 combined turnovers. And Oklahoma State picks up a foul. It's on Cisse, his 3rd. Oklahoma State could be winning this game if they had started out that full court press a long time ago. Inbound for Kansas, and Cowboys pick up foul number 7. In the second half, so it's going to send Kansas inside the 1-1 bonus. Jalen Wilson at the free throw line shooting in the bonus. Yeah, Remy Martin. A lot of Philippine supporters I remember came on the streams last year when I covered Arizona State at the beginning of the season. Missed free throw, no good though by Wilson. Defensive rebound by Oklahoma State, driving down the lane, missed the layup, no good. Defensive board picked up again by Wilson to Kansas. 35 seconds left to go. Brown into the backcourt. McCormack passes off to Brown, and McCormack gets fouled. 32.2 seconds left to play, and Kansas right back to the line, shooting in the 1-1. Jordan, welcome to the stream. That's awesome there, man. Congrats to you. He took Kansas at 6.5 tonight. Yeah, it's been Kansas with a big second half. Their shots starting to drop in the second half, and that was the difference because we went in even at halftime at 29, and then Kansas was still in the cold at the second portion of the first half, and then things started to drop. Even though Ache Abaji has dealt with a lot of foul trouble tonight, 16 points he had, 15 by Christian Brown. Brown was huge in this game. And also, David McCormack was massive, 17 points. A rebound just picked up by Jalen Wilson. Wilson has got 14 rebounds. McCormack with 15 rebounds. Double-double performance by David McCormack. And this game about to go final in 10 seconds from now. Wasn't easy. They were pushed around most of the game. They turned it over quite a bit. 17 turnovers for Kansas. But still, a W is a W, and the number 6 team in the nation gets one today on the road, and they do it. Final score, 74-63, as Kansas able to pull it out in the second half, part of the 45-34 advantage in the second favor in favor of the Jayhawks, and they get the W tonight, winning it by 11. Thanks so much all for joining in. Before I do sign off, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified for future live streams I do cover. Tomorrow I plan on being back covering NBA tomorrow night. I believe it's going to be the Warriors against the Mavs for tomorrow's night's game. Before I do sign off, I'm going to close out to the channel members. If anybody's interested in becoming a channel membership, that link is pinned to the chat. Gets you a shout out as low as $1.99 per month to get shout outs on my stream after every single one of my streams to the very end. As we have all the channel members here, we have Jason, Cindy, Rajip, All That Deuce, Brian, SG Sports Talk, Russell, D-Block, BP Greg, Oreo Pudding, Bino, Arohan, Mark, Mike, John, Jessica, Stephanie, Ahino Josa, LK and GFR90, Woody, Warren, I Am Ghost, Pamela, Keith, Isaiah, Man and Hades, Barco, Dave, Rides of Steel, and Kelly. Thanks so much all for joining in tonight. Kansas able to pull out the victory in their first game of Big 12 conference play this season. They improved to 12-1 on the season for number 6 ranked team in the nation. They win. Final score 74-63 for the Jayhawks. Thanks all for watching tonight, and enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night, everybody.